Good evening and welcome once again to Metro Pro Wrestling here on Metro Sports. I'm Dave Borchard alongside Chris the Moron Goff here at Turner Rec Center. Chris Goff here at Turner Rec Center in Kansas City, Kansas. I just get into the nicknames, Chris. We got these great nicknames here as the American Bulldogs coming out. They're going to get things started against those idiots, the Hooligans, who we saw recently make their debut here in Metro Pro.
I'm sure you'd say that to their face. Mason and Devin Cutter, maybe the greatest tag team in all of America.
What?
Have you seen the tandem of these two guys? They should have had the Metro Pro tag titles against the Heroes for Hire. But you know what? I don't know. Another day will come. The referee turned around. Mason might have possibly kicked somebody in the nether regions and get disqualified.
He intentionally kicked him in the junk.
Some people just have nervous tics, Dave. I don't know. But anyway, they got disqualified. We'll see. The Hooligans, they told me they're still gunning for those tag team titles.
Well, maybe I'll have one of those nervous tics right here in the booth, huh? You want to see how that feels?
Well, yeah, we'll see what happens once I recover.
They have to have microscopic aim, though. No doubt about it, as the Hooligans making their way out from behind the curtain. And again, Chris, who is who? It's Mason and Devin Cutter. These guys almost identical twins here.
Well, they are brothers, but Devin has them by a couple years. But Devin and Mason Cutter, and of course, don't forget their little brother, Neil Diamond Cutter. We saw him torn to shreds by Mark Sterling.
My favorite of the Cutters.
Yeah, sure.
That looks like another lost brother. That guy in the front row. Did you see that?
No.
The guy with the cane.
That guy has no athletic ability whatsoever. These two guys are amazing what they can do. The size of these guys and the tag team prominence they're going to be bringing here in Metro Pro, it's off the charts, Dave.
Still shocking to me you called them possibly the best tag team in America when they're winless here at Metro Pro. It's
I'm sorry.
Quite a gutsy statement.
They got disqualified. Okay, I'm not really going to say that.
Yes, winless.
They've had one match in Metro Pro, but you know what? I've been reading and learning about these guys for years, Dave. If you did any kind of research, once again.
I just think it might be a bit premature, that's all.
Well, you know all about premature.
Hey, come on now.
Anyway,
who have you been talking to?
The Hooligans and the American Bulldogs. There's John West hooking up with Mason Cutter.
John West, a fairly newcomer himself to Metro Pro, but has been impressive here in limited action here as the USA champs break out at John West with a big drop kick.
And we know John West, for a big man himself, he's got some moves. We've seen him do a moonsault up the top. I mean, this guy can get up.
Just to confirm, this is Mason Cutter in the ring, correct, Chris, at the moment?
Can you not do you have eyes? Do you need to go to the eye doctor?
What? How could you tell?
What? I'm sorry. Every bald guy looks the same, apparently. Every white person in America is the same.
Yeah, you're right. I'm discriminating. You're right. You got me.
Here we go. Mad Dog off the ropes. Mason Cutter, huge elbow.
Eating the big elbow. Is that tooth I saw flying out of his mouth, or is that just a big wad of spittle, Chris?
I think it was spittle, Dave. Here we go in the corner.
Oh.
And look at that. Mason's head bouncing off that top turnbuckle, and here comes American Fury.
Say that might knock out a couple brain cells, but I don't know how many he has left, and look at that.
Look at that shoulder block by the big 300-pound-plus man, Mad Dog McDowell.
That slingshot shoulder block of sorts. Now a big slam by John West. He's got the leg hook, but only 2 count.
You know, the American Bulldogs, they've only had a handful of matches here in Metro Pro. We've seen Mad Dog McDowell since basically the inception of the company, but John West coming in to form this tag team with Mad Dog, and they are quick too. In and out tags like that. Look at that sit-down slam. Here comes West.
Oh, flip over the top, snap of that neck, and then Mad Dog with a big splash down.
Big headbutt too. Here we go.
Wow, surprised that Mason Cutter was actually able to kick out after all that abuse he just took.
Devin looking on the apron there. He's trying to, hoping his brother can get over here and tag him out.
Definitely in need of a tag right now as one half of the Hooligans, Mason Cutter, as Mad Dog McDowell continuing to dish out the punishment, and not a great starter tonight for the Hooligans, Chris.
You know, I heard Neil Diamond Cutter still at home nursing his injuries from Mark Sterling. That's why he's not out here with his brother. Look at that tag team maneuver.
We'll see Mark Sterling later, a huge 6-man main event, Chris. It's going to be unbelievable. Sterling, SBC, Jeremy Wyatt against Trevor Murdoch. How about that? Bull Schmidt and Matt Murphy. It sounds weird, but I think it's going to be one hell of a match.
It's going to be a huge main event this week. Look at that, John West, no one home, and huge clothesline. John West does a flip in midair.
Cutter gets the tag he desperately needed. His brother Devin comes in now, laying the lumber on John West.
Yeah, Dave, it's going to be a huge main event tonight. You know what? Mark Sterling showing that he is now siding with Jeremy Wyatt and Showtime Bradley Charles. And they're going to have to take on Trevor and Bull, who, of course, are the Brotherhood. But are they going to fully accept Matt Murphy into the Brotherhood?
We'll see a lot of people questioning Matt Murphy. He's certainly been a schemer in the past, but he seems like he's turning over a new leaf after that massive chair shot at the hands of Michael Strider late last year.
Well, he's claiming, look at that double headbutt by the Cutters on John West. He is claiming, Matt Murphy is, that he's seen the light, apparently. I don't like this new Matt Murphy, but I don't know. We'll see what happens.
It's tough. It's like if you or Girthy said you saw the light. I don't know if I'd really believe that either.
Here we go. What do they got here? Mason Cutter, nice flip, and look at landing right on John West. Here's a cover.
He's got the leg hook, but only a 2 count. But like you said, what an unbelievable tag team maneuver there.
The agility that these hooligans bring. You see the hooligans come out. They look like a couple of barroom brawlers. They look like they can just tear you apart with their fists. But then when you see the agility these guys bring, it's amazing.
Hopefully they can keep from the illegal moves so they don't get disqualified again, Chris.
Here we go. In the corner, huge clothesline avalanche. Here's another one. Huge boot to the face.
Wow, and the momentum behind both those moves, and then the...
Did you see his head?
Oh, my God.
Back to back to back to back maneuvers in the corner.
This has got to be it. How did John West kick out, Chris?
How did that happen?
Quadruple huge impact moves consecutively in the corner, and somehow John West kicks out.
It's amazing. These Cutter boys are simply remarkable, but John West, and look at that powerbomb catching Mason like that off the ropes.
Out of nowhere, how'd he hit that move?
John West kicking out of that is maybe even more amazing than the sequence we saw from the Cutters.
What a match thus far, and now John West, much like Mason Cutter earlier, he's in desperate need of a tag, and I think he's got it, yes.
Here comes Mad Dog, but here comes Devin. The two big men in there now, and look at Mad Dog clearing house. Double axe handle to Devin. And what's he got for Mason? Inverted atomic drop.
Right in the nether regions, and a huge running clothesline by Mad Dog.
Devin and Mason both down. John barely getting his win back.
Don't know if he was ready for that tag, but like you said, he's back in already.
He's coming back in. What's Mad Dog going to do? Look at this. Splash onto the back of Mason and a fall-away slam.
Don't know if Mason's ever had that done to him. He's so big. And look at this, Chris. We saw this move a couple weeks ago.
It's the moonsault. Mad Dog trying to hold him down, but here comes Devin and knock him out of the way, and he's moving Mason.
Oh, he missed it again.
Hitting the nether regions of John West, and check out the hooligans now, Dave.
Oh, DDT of sorts off the top rope.
An elevated, modified DDT. Here's a cover by Devin, and that's a 3 count by the hooligans.
Oh, what a, I can't say it's a joke. It was a nice win, but I hate these guys. I hate these guys, these jerks.
Mason and Devin getting their first win here at Metro Pro Wrestling. Putting the boots to John West now, and Mad Dog's still down as well. These two, like I said, they can dish out the punishment, but if you need some aerial tactics, some double team maneuvers, they know exactly how to do it.
Much as I hate it, they're actually making you look a little bit smarter, as they look like they do have a pretty good future here at Metro Pro Wrestling in the Midwest. Here we go. Come on, thank you.
Oh, here we go. The tag team champs decided to come out and show face after the hooligans just destroyed the American Bulldogs.
Come on, Chris. That was a very even match.
Look at this. You don't think that there's going to be some business solved here between the hooligans and the Heroes for Hire? They want those tag team titles, Dave. They said they came to Metro Pro just for that.
Maybe if they could keep it clean like they did this week, they'll have a chance in that rematch.
We'll see, but the Heroes for Hire obviously outweighed the agility. Not much of an edge by Heroes as well. We'll see what happens as this feud goes forward between the Heroes and the Hooligans.
Stay tuned, another Metro Pro return. Hoodlum, another jerk. He'll be coming up next against Domino Rivera, Chris.
He's from the great state of California, Dave.
Yeah, it's great.
Hoodlum coming back to Metro Pro. I can't wait, Dave. It's going to be great. Look at 4 losers in the ring. Now I get Hoodlum. He's going to make me happy.
The tag team